How's everybody doing today? I am hoping you're doing as good as I'm doing. Mentally, oh wait, no, we start with physically in this household. Physically, I'm putting an 8.7. Holy shit. It was easy today. And it's not supposed to be easy on pause clean and jerk day. It's the most volume of the entire week. And it's heavier than I'm gonna go on my other clean and jerk days when I do them as accessory movements. And shit, I didn't feel it. 250 just flew. It's making me very confident about next week. I'm trying to go for a 295 for 4 singles next week. Not pause, by the way. Not that good. But I'm very hyped about it, but also nervous because I don't really know how well it's gonna go. But otherwise, mentally, we can put it at... I can say I will put it at 8. It was a great day, honestly. I can't be upset at all. In fact, I'm emphatic. I'm very, very, very excited. Everything feels great. This program was pretty experimental when I started. So I had a lot of faith in how much fun I would have, but I didn't know what the results were going to be, you know? It was kind of just blindly moving through the fog. But I feel great. You know, everything's working the way I thought it would, so that's what matters. Otherwise, I thought it would be fun to give a little conversation about dealing with rejection, because I'm doing a little bit of that right now. Now, when I say that, I guess I can try to talk a little generally when it comes, I'm going to talk about it the way I want to talk about it. The way I mean it today, at least. Of course, most people see rejection and think relationship stuff, which you can apply this to relationships, but primarily I'm talking about jobs, trying to get hired in this economy at the moment, because Jesus Christ, it sucks. Nobody is hiring based off skill anymore. You know, of course, the major companies for college graduates are, but if you aren't a college graduate, it's going to be real fucking tough to find any really actual fulfilling work. And not to say that we're going to get into why I'm not deterred by this. I know it sounds a little pessimistic to start with, but whatever. This is a storyline today. But essentially, I've talked a little bit in the past about how I decided to stop doing delivery so I can move on because it's dying and I don't like it, and I feel like I'm working for the money alone and it's just not fulfilling to me. And I applied to the gym I go to because I know everybody there. It's a really nice environment to be around. It's a very positive thing, and you need positive people, environments, and actions throughout your day in order to make the most of it for your own personal growth. It's been 2.5 weeks since I had my interview, so I'm guessing I'm not going to hear back. And, at first, it kind of hurts when you think about it emotionally. I know the guy, and he's a great guy, love him, nothing personal. But, you would think if you knew the manager, they'd tell you if they weren't going to hire you. But my whole point about it is I already know the reason why, and it's because with most of these businesses, he's not the general manager of all the stores or all the gyms, whatever. If you're not the main guy at the top, then everybody else just kind of, when you take an interview, no matter what they say to you or how well it goes, it'll feel great, I'm sure. And again, not to drag anybody down, but just, this is why I don't have expectations. I just hope for the best. Because when you have high expectations, every single time, no matter how good that interview goes, they are always going to put, at least right now in this economy, with the way how many people are looking for jobs after getting over not working for COVID, they're going to put you on the back burner until they're desperate enough to hire you. It's not a skill thing anymore. It's very much just based off of how much turnover they're having with their employees. And most places are very high, even in the graduate occupations. It sucks. I've looked into a ton of psychological occupations that I want to get into, and I've been hit up about a couple things that I can do right now, and nothing's really hit the spot with what I'm really looking for. But every single time I look it up, everybody's always like, oh, it can be an enjoyable job, but turnover rate's fucking over 50%. So you don't get used to people and they might throw you out. It sucks. So to end the pessimism there, the negativity, what happens next is, again, this is why we don't have expectations. You hope for the best and you do your best, and if you get rejected, you move on. It's simpler to say it out loud than it actually is to do, especially when it gets a little hyped up to. I was pretty hyped about this potential job, but the way I see it, more than just moving on and getting over it, letting time take its course, this is the type of stuff that I mean that I think you can apply to real life relationships when it comes to people as well. Even though you're moving on and it's partly letting time take its course, but you have to understand that as you're letting time take its course for the situation to properly move on, it's not just the time, it's the effort that you're putting in within that time to truly move on. It's not so much as a coping mechanism, but more the way I see it is I love thinking about it in this different light where it sucks in the moment, but once you get over it, I see getting rejected by this job that I was really excited for as what was meant to happen. Not in an omniscient way. I'm not religious, but I do really heavily believe in fate, in the sense of it's going to happen anyway. Like, life happens the way it's exactly supposed to happen, and once you accept that it's whatever's happening to you is exactly what you deserve and exactly what's happening is what's meant to happen to you, you can start really trying to make the most of your life. And I truly believe that getting rejected from this job is going to make another opportunity open up that I never thought I would have had in my life otherwise. There's an Olympic gym down the road from my house. I might just go hit them up. It sucks because I don't know any of them. I don't go there, but I love Olympic anyway, and I'd love to coach people. Hell, I could hit up a high school and try to coach a team. I'd love to do something like that. I'm not in it for the pay at this point. I just need enough to make my ramen chicken dishes and have enough for the bills and the people that, beyond my own personal survival, I really care about having just enough in my bank to support the ones that I love. My brother wanted to go to an art con recently because he's in the art world when it comes to occupations. And it's, anybody can guess that getting a job with art is super fucking hard because, especially right now, it's not in very high demand. But I told him, if shit gets rough, because he's not making a solid income right now, I'll pay for the flight. I don't give a shit. It's more worth me helping him get to the point where he can be stable than me just sitting around feeling slightly more stable and whatever. You should be selfish when it comes to the people that you love and the people you hang out with and the environments you put yourself in. But when it comes to money, greed is the one thing that will tear those relationships apart. Unfortunately. Of course, it's valid to not want to pay for other people's shit, and you never have to. But, just think about the bigger picture. The people that you want to care about are moving on in life, and if they can't make the moves to do it, then they're just going to be stuck forever. And if you got the means and you're stable and happy, well, that's what matters. I love putting effort into other people. And so, again, just to bring it a little full circle, this is why it sucks a lot right now, because I'm not making any money. And I don't really have the funds to support people right now, and I hate that. It's kind of like how I talk about people need to have their own psychological shit figured out when it comes to their mentalities in order to have a high enough emotional maturity to put their efforts into other people when it comes to just relationships in general. Nothing physical, just the emotional part of it. But regardless, I have the reason that I can say confidently I'm going to succeed no matter how many times I get rejected is because I've succeeded before. And that's the hard part. If you haven't felt like you've succeeded yet, that's where I can understand that you could think that what I'm saying is bullshit and life sucks. But I really believe that wherever you're at is where you're supposed to be and where you deserve to be, and you just got to accept that that's the best you got right now. And it can make you a little bit more grateful when something good happens, I guess. But I'm putting my second step forward. I'm gonna, I think it's a little fucked up the way that I quote unquote got rejected, but it doesn't matter. I don't live my life for that gym. I don't live it for those workers and that job. I live my life selfishly. I want to do whatever the fuck I want to do, and that includes supporting the people I love and getting the jobs that I want to get. So no matter how low the chances, I'm going to call whatever gyms, whatever psychology offices. I don't, it doesn't matter who I end up working with. I got a cool opportunity recently that I've been thinking about, because I'd love to work with in a child psychology field. And there's something I've been sent where I could become a behavioral technician, which is just like kind of working with special needs kids and making them a little bit more comfortable in life. And I love the sound of that. Everybody needs a little bit of support. And, especially when you're a kid, you don't really get it, because when the support comes from your parents, expect it as a kid. As harsh as it may sound, kids are always going to take a parent's love for granted until they're adults themselves, because they don't get it, and that's fine. That's the whole role of a parent. You understand that you're just there to support the kid as much as possible until they succeed in life and can put that emotional maturity back into them. Same shit. But anyway, I'm ranting a little bit. I just had a lot on my mind. I'm not heated or anything, just maybe I might be a little emotional. I don't want to lie to myself, but it is what it is. Workout was fucking great. I'm really excited for my peak week next week. I'm just going to have fun and enjoy myself doing my things. And again, I am such a big advocate for taking life at your own pace. There's no point in rushing if you're not going to enjoy it. So I got rejected today. If I want to chill out and just play a couple games at night and just not worry too much about a job at the moment, as long as I got enough to just survive, make enough food, pay enough bills, that's what I care about, And once I got my shit together, then I can put my efforts into other people again. You can't put your shit into other people until you got your own stuff figured out. It just doesn't work that way. Or if you're doing that, it's gonna end up pretty chaotic, in my opinion. But regardless, if you've been rejected, unfortunately, whether it's a friend, a girlfriend, a job, a higher position that you wanted, move on. They're not going to wait up for you, so why wait up for them? There's no point in being dragged down by people who are walking freely. That's what sucks about it, because I guarantee you they don't feel nearly what you're feeling, and that's just how it is. So I'm gonna move on, you guys move on, do your thing, and I guarantee you keep putting your efforts into those passions, and you keep meeting the minimum survival that you need to be happy in your daily life, you will fucking get that opportunity. It's just not going to be there exactly when you want it to be. So be patient and have fun, If you're sitting in your bed and it's 8 p.m. at night, you're not going to get anything fucking done. It's nighttime. It's like people are getting ready to go to bed. Like, you want to play games, but you might be holding yourself off from having fun because you're too stressed about the future. Fuck that shit, It's nighttime. You're not able to do anything anyway, so just enjoy the night. Stop thinking about it. Think about what you can do right now. I know I can't do shit right now. My delivery app is dying, so I can't work tonight. So, shit, there it is. I just get to go enjoy my night and play games. It sucks I'm not making money, but I'm still happy, so that's what matters. But anyway, that's all I got. I felt like ranting a little bit about it. I hope it wasn't a little too convoluted, but take it as you will, Everybody can be happy as long as you allow that happiness to come from your own efforts, You're only going to be as fucked up as you let life let you. So whatever you want to do it. Be happy. That's all I got.